Hi everyone, welcome to my video series. Today we're talking about chapter 9. Hope you've all had a great day or having a great day, wherever you are. So chapter 9, how to use the will. One of my favourite topics, willpower. I'm pretty good with my willpower, it's had plenty of practice. So listen to this sentence. What you focus on the most, you make it bigger. What you focus on the most, you make it bigger. I'm sure you will have heard this saying before. I was brought up with it, I've heard it, I've said it, I've had it said to me. Oh, you're just making a mountain out of a molehill. You the only one that's, am I the only one that said that? Because I've heard it many times. So let me ask you a question. When someone asks you, how are you? What story do you tell them? Do you tell them your old story? Or do you tell them your new story? Do you tell them, well, I'm in a bad place, lost my job, I'm frustrated, no money, life's rubbish, my family aren't supportive, etc., etc. Everything that comes out of their mouth comes from focusing on the negative. When you focus on poverty, you will get more poverty. When you focus on depression, you will get more depression. When you focus on disease, you will get more disease. You all know that person who, and this is talking from experience, who you ask them how they are, and all of a sudden you wish you hadn't, because all they do is just throw out so much negativity. You know, the body language even slumps down, and the tone of voice is, oh, you know, it's not, hiya, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. It's, oh, fed up, know what's going on. They're living life through the rear view mirror. You know the difference between the big windscreen at the front? You know, there's a massive windscreen and you can see everything that's coming ahead. You can see everything that's coming up because you're looking forward, not backwards. So the rear view mirror is all the past, what happened in the past. You know, the things that you can't change. That's what they're focusing on. So there's a difference, isn't there, between the two? So if you watch TV right now, it's all drama. There's a reason why they call it a program. People are being programmed by negative drama, soaps, negative news. How often do you see something positive on the news? It's depressing. You look at your soaps, Coronation Street, Emmerdale, EastEnders. It's all negative. Excuse me. Why are people so obsessed by drama? Personally, I hardly watch any TV. I'm way too busy working on myself, taking the steps for my goals, keeping myself in a positive mindset, willpower, thoughts, focusing, body language. They are all learned habits. 99.99% of people in this world are reactors. They are just reacting. They're reacting to everything, all based on drama. They keep you hooked. Now, you look at, say, for an example, Coronation Street. So you watch tonight's episode and something is just about to happen when it ends. And you're like, oh man. So you've got to wait until tomorrow till you click on that program to watch, to find out what actually happened. We're being programmed to watch more drama, watch more TV. You have to retrain your mind. Retrain your focus. Retrain your language, your body language, and focus in a certain way. Doing things in a certain way. You can't become wealthy, fulfilled, have freedom to contribute, to love by doing anything but focusing on what you want, what you desire. People get distracted. Either it be a drama, something happens, or a video, or someone commented on Facebook. You've got to focus on what you want. Squirrel! Focus on what you want. Squirrel! Your squirrel is your distraction. So you're focusing on what you want. Squirrel! Something happens, something catches your eye, and your attention is taken away from here and straight on to what's happening over there. So you get back on track. Squirrel! There's distractions all the time if you're not focused. There is always distractions. I have 2 dogs and they try to distract me all the time because I'm focused and I'm not showing them as much attention as they'd like. So I have to do my work, and I've got one dog at one side of me and one dog at the other side of me trying to get my attention. But they just usually curl up in a little ball and I'll stroke them. But I could easily be distracted. It's one of them things. It's, you've got to keep your mind on what you want. So have things in front of you, like sticky notes. Put them places where you can see them a lot or pretty much all the time. You could have signs on your wall. You could use vision boards. You've got to remind yourself of your vision. Sticky notes. Perfect. Have them around your laptop. Have them on books that you might be reading. Anything that keeps your mind on track. Because your mind is like a muscle. It will only grow and get stronger if you're continually using it. You can't just use it one day and expect it to be stronger next week. You've got to use it every day. Build that muscle. Think of it like going to the gym. But in other words, you're doing your personal development, you're taking the steps. And just focus on your new experience. Your new experiences are going to be what you make them in your life. And if you don't focus on that, Just watch, because everything you focus on gets bigger. You have to use your mind to form a mental image. Your vision of what you want to hold right now. So it could be, I actually advise people to get photographs of, whether it be a car, get a photograph of that specific car, if you can get it in the colour that you like it, get a picture of the house you want to live in, holidays that you'd like to go on, anything. The internet is full of images of anything. I find it very difficult to find something on Google that, or should I say, something I can't find on Google, because it's full of images of everything I've ever typed in there, of images, and it's brought images up. So you can get pictures of anything. Think about it this way. You're having a conversation with someone and you're chatting away, having a laugh, when the other person you're talking to reaches into their handbag or they reach into their pocket and pull out the phone and they start reading text messages or notifications on Facebook that they've just received. And you know full well you might as well be talking to the wall, because their attention has been distracted. They're too busy concentrating on what they're reading to even hear what you're saying. So when they come back to you, what did you say? Or where was I? Worry and fear are the same thing. Fear, false evidence appearing real, or false emotions appearing real, whichever you want to use. You will start worrying when you're not focusing on where you're going. You start overthinking things, making it more complicated than it is. When you start worrying or overthinking, here's a little technique for you to try. I learned this technique watching Mel Robbins on YouTube video, and she calls it a 5-second rule. So when you're overthinking or being sidetracked or distracted, count when you notice it. As soon as you notice that your mind's gone somewhere else and you're worrying, oh, what's going to happen? Oh, when you, as soon as you realise what you're doing, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And get back onto what you're supposed to be focusing on. It's a really good technique. The reason why you have to count it backwards is because your mind has got to really concentrate on what you're doing, because you can count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 easily without particularly thinking about it. But if you've got to do it backwards, it gets your mind, it has to stop whatever it's doing and concentrate on the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then get back to the task in hand. You can use this technique anytime, whether you're feeling nervous, uncomfortable, you're talking yourself out of something, oh, I don't do this, oh no, I'm going to have to cancel or whatever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just do it. Because it's never as bad as what we think it's going to be. And afterwards, it's like, what was I worrying about? You see, worrying and fear makes it bigger. So whatever it is you're worrying about, you're making it bigger by not doing it, by avoiding it. But just think of it, just as you can be distracted away from something, you can be distracted back to something. So whether you're feeling scared, depressed, overthinking, anxious, distract your mind to get back to the task, which is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please tell me I am not the only person who can go upstairs for something, and when I get there, I've forgotten what I went upstairs for. Have you done that? Or from the living room to the kitchen, which is probably about 10 steps, and I get into the kitchen, I'm like, what did I come in here for? Totally forgotten. And I mean totally forgotten. I've done that. I've gone to the shop and I've walked down the aisle into the shop and I'm like, what have I come in here to buy? And I cannot remember. So I buy something just so I don't look stupid. Have you done that? Honestly, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But that's my memory. And I think a lot of it's to do with medication. But to be honest, them experiences happened prior to me taking all these tablets. So I can't put the whole blame on them. I just think they've made it worse. So from the book, The Science of Getting Rich, we'll get back onto that. It reads, there is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought in that substance produces the thing that is imagined by the thought. A person can form things in their thought, and by impressing their thought upon the formless substance, can cause the thing they think about to be created. So everything that we see, laptop, my phone, my TV, were all a thought first. After the thought became creative and resourceful, and then you focus and you stay focused on it, not allowing distractions to get you. Squirrel. Not allowing distractions to get to you. Then it will come to pass. In order to do this, you must pass from the competitive mind to the creative mind. They must form a clear mental picture of the things they want. And they must hold that picture in their thoughts with the fixed purpose, with an unwavering faith that they will get what they want. Closing their mind against any and all that may tend to shake their purpose, dim their vision, or quench their faith. And in addition to all this, we shall now see that they must live and act in a certain way. I hope you've gained some value from this. This was chapter 9. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.